Hi, Zizaran here, and if you're seeing this, that means I'm on a plane, probably. This is going to be a video for people that are new to Path of Exile, maybe coming over from Diablo 4, looking to kill some time, and really wanting to explore more ARPGs. I just wanted to give a quick intro to PoE and just talk a little about the different videos that I've made and like who they're good for, etc. Some people might have found like 7-hour video tutorials of mine and be like, wow, that's very daunting. So I figured I would do like a quick explanation of like who the videos are for and stuff. So for example, around 3 months ago, I usually do one before every league start, and I do plan to continue that. I do a series called Everything Explained. The last one is 5 hours and 24 minutes, which seems like an insane amount of time to watch a video. But that's also because normally when you're watching the video, you're watching the video. What I mean by that is this video format is meant to be something you play along to. So sort of similar to, you know how like Bob Ross will like paint and you'll paint along while watching the movie. It's the same concept. So the Everything Explained series, and I've gotten a lot of positive feedback for them, and you'll see they have pretty crazy view count for such a long video, and that's because they are actually quite useful. I basically run through the game as if I was a completely new player to the best of my ability, but I try to explain everything that needs explaining. There are some things I sort of lie about intentionally too, because you don't want to over explain the game to a new player and talk about technicalities that, you know, 300 hours from now, that's not actually the case. So that's sort of the concept of that video, and I think that's very useful. So that's my #1 recommendation. Now, I do have some shorter videos too, like 10 things I wish I knew when I started playing Path of Exile. But if it's a video under 10 minutes, under 20 minutes, there really is only so much you can tell about Path of Exile. Now, do you even need a guide? Do you even need a video to start playing PoE? I kind of got to say yes to this. And the reason for that is Path of Exile doesn't have a good respec system. Diablo is actually pretty great with that, where in the first 50 levels of Diablo, it's very easy to respec. Path of Exile does not have the same. You need something called an Orb of Regret, and early on, these are actually quite hard to get. So what ends up happening, and why I recommend build guides and stuff like that for new players, is because you will basically brick your build. The first thing you're playing, it's not going to be good. It's not even going to be playable. And the experience a lot of new players end up having is, hey, Ziz, I tried playing on my own. I'm level 60, 65 now, and I can't kill anything. I really want to change my build. Do you have any suggestions? And it really sucks to tell those people, like, you got to start completely over from scratch. There's no way to fix your build. That's actually one of the main things I hope Path of Exile would change in the future, but currently it is a big issue. Respecing at the end game once you're like level 80 and 90 is actually very easy, but respecing in that weird like early game, very, very different. I also do another series called Poe University. These are slightly shorter. They're obviously fairly long videos still. They're between 20 minutes to 1 hour, some maybe a little bit longer, and they'll focus on one topic. Like, for example, we have several PoE 101 for beginners. They'll try to, like, as quickly as possible, go through most of like the tips and tricks, beginner help, what's really important. Like the #1 advice that you really need, no matter who pretty much, is follow a build guide. And that's just because of what I talked about, that there is a lot of permanence in your choices. But other than that, honestly, I almost at this point have a video for everything. If you can think about it, there should be a video for it. So you can search like Zizaran Blight, Zizaran Stash Tabs, Zizaran Betrayal, and there will be a video for it. Most bosses as well. Like you can see, like, look at that. It's a pretty big collection of videos that we can scroll through. And if there's something that's really missing, I usually do take requests from the community, and I start working on those. Obviously, we don't get around to everything because I just try to do as much as I can. But so many of the really good ideas that we've put out is actually just from people posting comments. I never thought about making a Blight video because I didn't have any issues with that. It's now been one of my most popular videos because a lot of other people are struggling with that. So never be afraid to suggest anything, something you really want to see me make a video on. Or if you're a new player and you feel like something was unclear or could have been explained better in one of my videos, absolutely give that feedback. That being said, Path of Exile is a wonderful game. We have a new league, most likely the 18th of August. We don't know when PoE 2 starts. And I know a lot of people have been worried, like, well, should I wait until PoE 2 comes out? Everything you learn in PoE right now is going to be applicable to PoE 2. And anything you buy right now, like stash tabs, cosmetics, anything, it's the same game. It's transferring. There's not like, you're not going to lose anything like that. So you might as well start right now. I absolutely recommend it. It's a great game. And for people that really like action role-playing games, we have such a bright future between Diablo 4, Path of Exile, and Last Epoch. And there are others as well that are popping up here and there, like Torchlight, etc. So it's really starting to, we're getting there. We've got some games to choose from. So give it a try and see if you like it. It's free to try. I would say like your first 100 hours, 80 hours, you don't necessarily need a stash tab. It is a bit of a struggle, but you will need stash tabs at some point. So keep in mind, while people will tell you Path of Exile is free, you will at least spend $40 if you enjoy it. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy the game. Welcome. Thank you so much. Love if you liked the video, but more importantly, try to die less than I do.